Hello, hi, it's Liz here, and I am using up more of these Project Life cards just to decorate, make maybe a little bit of a collage, and then I can pop them in a journal and write on the other side, or it's just decoration for a journal, or I could even make a pocket if I stuck it on the journal on three sides. So yeah, a sort of multi-purpose bit of decoration to keep in my box for a future journal. So for my focal point, I have these cute little images, and these are from Arch Comics that I managed to grab second hand and thought they would be quite cool to use as little focal points in a journal. So yeah, the cover is shiny, but inside it's actually quite matte, so I'm quite happy at that. So we'll just put that to the side just now. I have fussy cut one and we'll fussy cut the other one together. I've grabbed some bits and bobs. This is from these, you know, these stamps, not stamps, scraps that you get, and you just cut them off. So I've still got quite a bundle of them to use. We'll just pop these back in where I keep them safe. I find these zipper packets, plastic wallets, quite handy for separating out different sort of categories. So we'll just put that to the side. What else have I got? I've got this little scrap bit of, I think it's seam binding. It opens up, and we'll maybe put that down the side or something. I've also got this. This was from a packet of these, I don't know what they're called, but it was many years ago. Much like everything I seem to have these days, it's all ancient. Because I'm having a clear out. I'm like a broken record talking about this clear out, but I'll have to feel as if I have to explain on each video why I'm using old stuff. So they're fabric and they've got a little bit of stitching, and sometimes there's a word, and I was thinking maybe I would use maybe half of it just to kind of frame a bit. It's too big for the card, but we'll maybe cut it. And so yeah, so I'm gradually using them up. And I've also got, because they are dancing, I thought it might be quite nice to use a bit of music paper. So I think the first thing we'll do is we'll just get the tabs of this scrap, which I think sticks with the musical theme quite well, with it being a violin. And I'm just going to do away with that straight edge there. There we are. And then this bit here, and that bit there. And I think that's that for the background. And let's see if we can carefully go right round. I'm not wanting to leave a border. Quite often I decide that I'm going to leave just a little smidgen of a border, but not this time. This time I'm going right up against the image. So I would like to welcome new subscribers. Hello, it's great to have you here. Just to bring you up to date, I'm in the middle of packing. Well, not in the middle, I've actually just started. I was having a wee bit of a clear out first, and now the boxes have arrived, the packing boxes, because we are moving house from the suburbs of Glasgow to much nearer the city centre. just over the Clyde, on the south side of the Clyde. So I'm looking forward to that. We're going to a flat, a tenement flat, which I think in some parts of the world might be called an apartment. We're on the ground floor, so we get the nice front garden. That always comes with the ground floor. So we'll have a garden. Here just now we just have a balcony. We're on the ground floor, but yeah, we have a little outside space with a few tubs. But now we'll maybe be able to plant a few real plants. Not real plants, you know what I mean, actually in the ground. Although I think we might just stick with the tubs initially. So yeah, so it's, let me think, it's about 120 years old, I think. Does that make it a Victorian? I think it maybe does make it Victorian. They're old. They're built using red sandstone. You get red sandstone and blonde sandstone, which is a kind of creamy colour, but this one is a red sandstone building. It's got a lovely original fireplace with nice decorative tiles and nice period features. There's coving round the top of to the ceiling and all sorts of nice bits and bobs that make it old. Now, having said that, we are moving from a modern flat, which has built-in storage, built-in wardrobes, and I've been totally spoiled by that, to obviously in Victorian times they didn't have sliding door wardrobes or any such frivolities. That's quite cute, isn't it? I like that. That's actually nicer than I had in my head. That's a bit of fun. So I think what we'll do is we will frame this somehow, maybe just going beyond that yellow stripe there, that one there, and then we will just cut it off here. So yeah, so I'm going to have to be very clever, and I also sort of want it to fit with the style. Yeah, that's kind of cute. Of the building, with it being old, although I'll still be taking my Kallax with my cubes, because really nothing else I don't think really holds as much, as many bits and bobs as a Kallax does. I think I want this double bit here. So that'll be going, not the white ones that are in the room that I'm in just now. We have a grey set in the living room just now, and I think I'm going to grab that one, and we'll buy some new shelving for the living room, I think, for the books. So we'll see how it all pans out. So in the meantime, of course, I'm downsizing a little. I'm not downsizing anything I want to keep. I'm just downsizing things that haven't been used for a long time or are from my card making days. I think that might just be a little smidgen too long. Let's just take a little shave off that. That's about right, I think. I always like to place everything before I stick it down. Be a bit cautious. That's cute, I think. Did I work my way further and further away from you there during my gabbing session? Right, let's just put the ruler over there, and we're done with that. that there. And I think we can maybe glue. I've got maybe a word or two, I'm not sure. I think, oh, let's trim this to about there. It's a very scientific way of measuring, using your thumbs and your finger. Yeah. Right, so we need to do this in some sort of order. That, then that, and we'll do this first. So I'm just going to use my glue stick. So we have booked the removal van. We are going with Peachy. Peachy Removals. He came and gave us an estimate. And it was quite funny. He was just a fairly young guy, and he came in and he was in the living room and like, right, sofa, what else? You know, a unit, a TV unit, TV. We're like, and so then he comes round and he comes into this room and he just kind of stood, and I swear his mouth must have fell open. He's like, oh, and what happens in this room? I was like, well, this is where the magic happens. He's like, oh, okay. I'm just placing these so that I know that, because I get a wee second to move that before the glue stick takes hold. Right, I think we'll maybe, now wait a minute, are these stickers? Because, no, they're not stickers, because that's stitching. Of course they're not stickers, that stitching is all the way through there. So I'm going to use this 3-in-1 for this, because I feel as if the glue stick might not just hold this. So yeah, so I was like, yes, this is where the magic happens. He's like, oh, what magic is that? I says, well, I says, I make journals and I make things to put in journals, and I've got a YouTube channel. Oh, well, then I said the magic words, a YouTube channel. I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, well done you. I think he thought I was some sort of old biddy. Well, I am, but I think, I don't know, I think sometimes the younger, he wasn't that young. I'm just squeezing that up a little bit. There we are. That's better. Now, this next, I think, and I'm going to wrap this in. So we'll do it down this side first. He's like, oh, that's interesting. He says, what's your channel's name? I says, Buttons for Brains. Well, I think the story of this flitting, this moving house, will stay with him for a while. He's like, right, Buttons for Brains. I'm like, that's a long story. Now we just need to give the other side a little glue in. So he's like, right, okay, so what's going in here? I says, well, it'll all be boxed up, so you don't need to worry about it. I says, and that's fine. So he's like, all right, oh, that's okay then. Because it's in these fabric tubs, you know, the IKEA tubs just now, but I need to, they don't have lids, so they need to be, the things need to be boxed up. That's, oh, I think that's pretty cute, isn't it? You know how some things just kind of tickle you? You just kind of think, yeah, that's working for me. So I have put some things into cardboard boxes already, things that I don't really use all that often. Now what's in the boxes already? Embossing powder, some few tubs of glitter, washi tape that isn't used that often because I've got my favourite here, and so that's all the nice black and white. I've got that one and I've got this one, and that will be plenty for the next few weeks. So the drawer full of washi has been packed up. What else has been packed up? Oh yes, all my scrapbook albums from a few years back, my planners, yeah, things like that you don't, you know, it's nice to have them. They're out in display on a shelf, but I don't need them to do what I'm doing at the moment. And it's Sweetheart, so that's pretty good. Now, do we need, what else do we need? Let's think. Do we want Love You Sweetheart? I think if anywhere it would go up here. Let's just get it a bit straight. Do you know what I think it is? I think it's the black tape. It's not, the Love You isn't quite straight on the black tape. Right, what do we think? I've got something else to the side here. I've got a little bulb pin. Let's see, we'll get a black one just to match that black word. And I've got my sequence box. Maybe put some sequins on the pin and then just pin it there for a little bit of a dangle. So we'll try and get a wee blue one. Maybe a couple of blue ones. Of course, I stick my finger in and it's the purple ones that come. Right, so a couple of blue ones, and let's see if we can get a green one to match his jumper. And what else? A kind of reddy colour. Right, let's go with that. Click that closed because we don't want sequins all over the floor. Right, let's just put a mixture of these on randomly. So yeah, so that was the guy from Peachy. Oh dear. It was quite funny. Right, and let's just get this through here. Watch your finger. Oh, there. Oh. Oh, I'm not sure now. Oh, yeah. Yeah. When it goes that way, it's fine. That's nice. What do you think of that? A little bit of something, isn't it? Right, happy with that one. Right, let's do a second one. So this one, kind of the same, although I've got two girlies here and I think they are gossiping. I've got a little bit of sari silk. I've got some stamps with the orange, the purple to match, and I've got this scrap for this one, a feather, which I think suited the fact that it was a girly one. And again, just going round, taking off these little tabs and rounding off some of the corners. And this journal card looks like it's just printed, copied from a sewing pattern, so it's already got quite a, you know, a busy background. And we'll do something like that with them. Put those stems in behind, and I've already cut these out from the comic. I wonder what they're gossiping about, and I thought we would maybe just do something with that. And again, maybe one of these frames. Maybe this time. That time we did it that way. Maybe this time we'll do it this way. So, about there. And there. And that gives them something to stand on. And just, that'll be there. Yeah. Happy with that. So again, oh, there's Millie shaking her head. She's got a wee sore ear. So we've been putting drops in, and hopefully that will clear it up. It's a little bit red. It's quite funny. She's very good at getting the drops in, but we put the drops in and it makes her blink. Like, you know how yourself, if you've got something in your ear, it makes your kind of, your eyes kind of screw up, and I'm like, oh, it must be going in properly because it's making her blink. I don't know how she managed to pick up an ear infection, but hey ho. She doesn't seem up nor down with it. It's just annoying her, I think, because she shakes her head a wee bit more than usual. But I don't think it's really bothering her. Maybe just 3 wee stamps like that. And then, can we see enough of them? Yes, that's fine. So we'll just put that one at the edge there. So poor Millie in her ear. And of course we're out and about this morning and other mornings, and it was about there, wasn't it? Here's the other stamps. How can you lose? Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's a giggle. And people want to clap her, and that's fine. She's good with people letting her clap her and stuff. But with a sore ear, I'm not sure that I want to take the chance, because not that she would do anything, but she would squeal or something, because she has squealed a wee bit when she scratches at herself. It makes her squeal a wee bit, because, you know, she's a greyhound and that's what they do. So I wouldn't want somebody to get a fright if they, you know, give her ear a tickle. And so we've been warning people the minute most people actually ask, say, is it okay if we give the dog a clap? And that's nice, that's fine. But some people just bringe in, as you say, and then we're like, oh, be careful, she's got a wee sore ear. And then, and I think that then gives them a fright. They're like, oh. She doesn't look very happy at the gossip, I don't think. She's like, oh, right, really? That's what happens. So hopefully the medicine will clear it up fairly soon. I don't know if would she be standing, because if I did that, she would be on her tippy toes. She should be standing about there, I think, on that. Yeah, so got to put the drops in. So we just do it each time we're taking her out for a walk, so that she doesn't shake and scratch too much. She's too busy sniffing. See, I think she should be taller, but her feet don't then reach. That's about right there. And then this little thing for a wee tab. We'll just fold that over. Now let me just reach for the stapler. Oh, hope you didn't get too big of a big arm in there. I should have had the stapler out. I'm just going to, what am I just going to do? Just fold it over like that. And try not to staple my finger. missed. It doesn't matter. I was going to put a couple of staples in anyway. There we are. Yeah, and the staples add a little bit to it. Now, do we want one of those dangly things on this one as well? Let's clear off a little bit and then decide. Because the staples kind of take care of... I don't think we'll put a dangly one on this because the staples are a little bit of a hot knot on that one. Now, do we need some words? I don't think... there's an appropriate way. We've got those there's these ones. Let's see what we've got. Let's get the bundle of words out. Right, that's just the rest of them. I've got those. Here are the snarky ones. Let's see. Because I hardly use these. Actually, these might be quite good. Because there's a, did I roll my eyes out loud? And that might be something. Oh no, there. In my defence, I was left unsupervised. Because I think it looks like she's maybe giving her a little bit of a tailing off. Or I won't, if many of these fits, isn't it? I want you to know that someone cares, not me, but someone. That looks like what she's saying. Or please cancel my subscription to your issues. Honestly, they're all pretty good. Let's see. I may be wrong, but I doubt it. I quite like, in my defence, I was left unsupervised. I've hardly used any of these because, look, not one on that page because I don't know. It seemed like they would be fun at the time when I bought them, and then I got them and I'm like, when am I actually going to use them? But here you are, just shows you. You get to use stuff. I'm just trimming them down because I think I might want to cut that there. And I think we want to make it clear that it's this lass here that was talking. So I think we'll put, in my defence, I was left unsupervised here. Yeah. What do you think? So, yeah, I think they're nice, eclectic, a mix of styles, some vintage music paper, and then I think everything else is probably quite modern. But yeah, some vintage stamps, and then, so a mix of vintage and new, but yeah, happy with them. A nice addition, a nice colourful addition to the journal. And I can do something with the back, or I could make them into pockets, either a long pocket with for a tag, or a side pocket. I could even just attach it with washi tape, maybe, as a flippy floppy. Yeah, or these themselves could go inside if there was a big pocket. It could be inside, or I could join them together with washi or something, or another piece of fabric, and make them the centre pages of a journal. Lots and lots of things, so they'll go in the box and they will be used one day. Okay, so thanks for joining me today, and if you've enjoyed the video, a thumbs up would be great, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.